this is my dog who wants to be in the shoot. And I have my guest, my very first guest for the show today, Eliza, Leigh, Serna.
Yay!
She's a Filipina, as you can see, but she's also based here in the U.S. And this is my dog again, who wants to be in the shoot. So we've been friends for quite some time.
Yes.
Almost like 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
More than 5 years. Like me, she's also an immigrant, and like me, she is living 2 lives.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Basically, how do you balance your profession and your passion?
That's great.
Okay. Do you want to say hi?
Hi everyone. Thank you for tuning in to F Show.
And if you want to follow her on Instagram, her handle is
Eliza Leigh JD on Instagram, and on TikTok it's eliza.leigh.
She creates great content on TikToks, by the way. Okay, let's start with your background.
Okay, well, I was born and raised in the Philippines, Mandaluyong actually, and I grew up there. I finished my college degree at the University of the Philippines in Diliman, and then I went to law school. I finished law school at the Philippine Law School in Manila, and then actually before that, my family, my parents, my brothers, they have already migrated here in the U.S. right before 9/11. I couldn't come because I was overage, so the petition couldn't go through. And then after that, I just went to law school. Didn't see them for 8 years because they came right before 9/11, and their papers, their green card application, it just has gone, horrible with the wait time. And so finally, I was able to come here on a trainee visa and saw them 8 years later.
And you studied law here, right?
Yeah, I took my master's here.
But it wasn't the regular law school.
So basically, because our curriculum in the Philippines followed the same type of curriculum, I guess, like requirements here in the U.S., my law degree in the Philippines was equivalent to a Juris Doctor here. So the only requirements for them, for me to be able to sit for the bar exam, is 12 units more. And that's like, or 20 units more, and the master's degree is 24, so I just opted to do the master's program. So I finished that in Loyola here in Los Angeles.
Okay. For those who don't know, what's a Juris Doctor?
Yeah, Juris Doctor is someone who has a law degree, meaning that you have finished 4 years of college, a BA or a BS degree, and then you went to law school. So in the Philippines, law school is 4 years. Here in the U.S., it's 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
What accounts for the difference?
I think it was because in the Philippines, you have to study you have to get all of the classes regardless of what you're gonna, specialize in. Here, there are a lot of electives. So you kind of can go and take the route of where you plan to be after you become a lawyer. So I think that's it, but that's not a lot. It's really not a lot of difference in terms of the classes.
Okay. When you were in the Philippines, did you work in a law firm?
I did for a little bit, but being left in the Philippines, I'm not embarrassed to say that I got pregnant. I got pregnant on my 3rd year in law school.
He's a beautiful boy.
Yes.
Nothing to be embarrassed about.
So, it's kind of course, like, my parents were a little bit disappointed because they were expecting me to finish law school in time. And, of course, I had to stop 1 year and then give birth, and then I went back to law school. But at that time, being 25 and I had a baby, they say that it's not very young, but I honestly was not ready. I was not ready, but seeing a boy, like your baby in your arms, it kind of like opened your mind to the big responsibility that you now have. you know, when I was in law school, I was just studying.
Right.
You know, I didn't have to work. We have our own house. You know, we had housekeeping, we had laundry service. But when I had my child, it really opened my eyes. Hey, now I'm a mother. So I did go back to law school, finished it, but at the same time I worked, because it kind of just like, hey, I have to do this.
Right.
You know, so I did work for a little bit at a law firm, but then, you know, being a law student and going to a law firm, it really doesn't pay much of your bills. So the thriving industry at that time was the call center industry. So I did work at a call center company.
While you were still studying?
Yes.
Jesus, how did you manage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so, but did you want to become a lawyer in the Philippines? I mean, after giving birth, after having your kid, did you actually still want to be a lawyer in the Philippines?
Yeah, I still wanted to. I thought that there are things that give lawyers a lot of like power to help. You know, there are things that you want to help most of the time, but sometimes it needs money to help, it needs power to help, it needs opportunity to help. So I think being a lawyer really opens a lot of that.
Okay. All right. So now you come here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you studied for law for 1 year, took your bar, started working for
Topher and Associates.
Which you're still working with right now.
Yes.
Okay. So that would be how many years?
I just celebrated my 11th year with them.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
You should get an award.
Yes.
You should go on the company and say,
can you call Alex and tell him to give me an award?
Okay, so first, let's get to the good things first.
Yeah.
What about your job with the law firm right now do you like?
I like it because it is really that, like I told you, helping people it's just something that I really like doing. So being in the law firm, it really gives me a lot of opportunity to help people who are fragile, who are vulnerable because they just got into an accident.
Because Topher and Associates concentrate on
Personal injury.
Okay.
So most of our clients are people who have just gotten into an accident or, you know, slipped and fell at groceries and stuff. And so they are at the place or situation where they are very vulnerable, they are in pain. So it really gives us a lot of ways to help them.
Okay. You started as a case manager.
No, actually I started there as a demand writer. So one of the demand writers at Topher was going to law school.
Okay.
And so they needed a replacement, and that's what I did there.
Can you just explain a little bit what a demand writer is?
Yeah, so a demand writer is someone who prepares the demand letter that will be sent to the insurance companies in order for us to start negotiating for settlement. So basically, that demand will outline their injuries, you know, the facts of the accident, the amount that we value the case for, and basically argue why our client deserves that amount.
Okay. And then, so from there, you moved to
A case manager.
which does
Yeah, so a case manager handles everything about the client's case from the beginning to end. So from there,
It's an interesting transition.
yes, from there, I became litigation manager, which handles all of the paralegals. Basically, the paralegals handle cases that have already been filed in court. Because we have two departments: pre-litigation, which means we haven't filed in court, and then litigation is when we already filed the lawsuit.
Okay. So you're managing the entire department, including the attorneys. that
Yes,
are
most
actually
of
working.
them.
Okay.
Yes.
A non-attorney is managing attorneys.
Yes. So basically, I am part of the people who decide who gets what, which case goes to which attorneys and which paralegals are going to be in charge.
After becoming a litigation manager, you left.
Yes.
Well, actually, you left
no.
several times.
No, I went to, actually we decided to have branches. Yes, because I was with Topher for 10 years, and I really thought that, you know, it's becoming very familiar to me. Everything felt like I'm just in a cycle, and I haven't really worked anywhere else. I thought that I'm not learning as much anymore as a person, as a worker in the firm. I wanted to do other things and see if there are other things that are, you know, better for me.
Okay. Were there other things better for you?
You know, I went to a different law firm. I would say that they are a little bit bigger than Topher, but and they were great. I just stayed there for 3 months, but I learned so much. I saw how different their structure is, how systematic, how they have a system that really works if you really want to. But the thing is, if you are in a new firm, and this firm that I chose to go to is in Beverly Hills, and I live, you know, like 35, 40 miles away, and with LA traffic and going back and forth, it just took a toll.
Okay, 35 to 40 miles would be an hour and a half drive?
Yes, about an hour and a half and about 2 hours going back home.
Okay. And you had to go to the office every day?
Yes.
Pre-pandemic?
This was after lockdown. I know, yeah, after.
Okay.
So traffic is already bad again. You know,
Right.
I didn't actually experience going there during the lockdown, which probably would have been really good. But yeah.
Okay. So with Topher now, you're back to working in your Auckland office?
Yes. I only go to Beverly Hills once a month. Once a week if we have management meetings.
So now you're back with Topher doing what?
So now I'm doing marketing and operations. So basically I became the marketing and operations director. I didn't leave Topher in a bad note. We actually, you know, we cried, we sat down together and talked about why I wanted a change in my life. And even though it was very difficult, it was difficult for me, it was difficult for Alex.
Alex is the owner?
Yes, Alex Topher is the owner. We actually agreed that I needed to see what's out there. Because being with the same firm for 10 years, sometimes it really dawns on you sometimes that, hey, you know, you get to question, is the grass greener there?
Right.
You know, and you really won't, at least for me, my personality, it won't stop bugging me until I actually try it. So I told Alex, because he's like, you're like my little sister. And I said, well, think about it as I'm going as an exchange student somewhere and I'll be back. You know, not knowing when that would be, and didn't realize it will be sooner.
Okay, so now we get into marketing.
Mm-hmm.
You've actually transitioned into marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, was it a calculated move on your part to come back as a marketing manager rather than as a paralegal or a litigation manager?
You know, when Alex found out that I'm no longer with the other firm that I went to, he asked me, what are the things that you want to do? Because he gets it. Doing the same thing over and over for 10 years, even though different positions, it still entails reviewing cases, or, you know, a lot of it is the same. You just went a little bit higher and you're looking and helping others, the case managers, you make sure that the cases are being handled properly. And so he did ask me, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to do marketing. Funny, because I don't really have any, you know, formal experience or education in the marketing side, but I have been exposed to people who have been doing marketing, such as yourself, and I really like what you guys do. And we really don't have much of that at Topher. We do have, you know, a website, social media. We have people working on that, but I also like the public relations side. So he asked me, I wrote it down, what I wanted to do, and he said, okay.
Okay.
So basically, they created a position for me.
Okay. So marketing was, would you consider it hobby or a newfound passion?
No, I think it's a newfound passion. Maybe I didn't know that it's called marketing before, that you, because I was just so focused with law, trying to pass the bar, my kid,
Right.
having a family here in the US. It's just, I didn't have much time for hobbies. I just like to do some things, and I try to incorporate that in everything that I do because I don't have much time.
Okay.
I feel.
All right. So why didn't you just apply for a job in marketing in another company for that?
I don't think I am that knowledgeable yet. I am constantly trying to learn about it because most of what I know is just things that I experience with Topher or like with friends like yourself. So I don't think I am that qualified yet. So the things that I do for Topher in terms of marketing are the ones that I already know.
Okay. But you told me before that you had your own blog and you had she has quite a following in her blog, in your social media. And this was pre TikTok, all of this before the boom of
WordPress.
WordPress. I think we had Friendster and we're dating ourselves.
Oh my god, yes.
MySpace.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So the owner is back, by the way. He bought it. He bought MySpace and promised to bring it back to life.
Oh,
okay. So even before then, you knew you had a knock for it. So what made you not pursue that aspect of it?
Because I still, it's a balance between marketing and the legal side. No matter how much I love the marketing side, I still want to become a lawyer. And the goal is still to be there. And maybe once I become a lawyer, the kind of marketing, it will give me a lot of time, money to pursue, a more formal education in terms of marketing.
Right.
Let me afford some of it too.
Right. So for those of you who don't know, a lawyer, you will automatically get 6 figures.
Yeah. I mean,
walk down the street,
especially if your experience. It doesn't have to be like your experience as a lawyer for a long time, but especially for like case managers or paralegals who later on pursued a career in law as a lawyer.
Okay. So do you want to be in entertainment marketing? What kind of law? Entertainment law, or what kind of law?
No, I think I still want to become a personal injury.
Really?
I think I have so much. I have created a lot of network here, so I still want to be there, but expand a little bit in family. I think that's something. Family law,
which in common language is
going to be divorces, adoptions. Yes.
Okay, so you still want to be in the personal injury side, but also expand into and then do marketing as well.
Yes.
Do you want to do anything creative? Because you write. She's a very good writer.
Yeah, I still want to do blogs. I just need to be a little bit more tech savvy. I think I need help because I cannot do it all by myself. I still want to, maybe one day have a show like this. It's something that I'm very passionate about. And maybe write a book. See, oh my gosh, I have so many things that I want to do, but not in so little time.
Right.
Yeah, that was actually my very first dream, to become a writer. But there's no money in it. You can't pay the bills
unless you're J.K. Rowling.
Exactly. Unless you get that audience. Get that one story out there that.
But you know how to target a market. Your blog talks to a specific.
Yeah, but that came out a little bit later. Yeah, it's still up, but it's not updated. I need to write.
Do you want to say what the blog is?
Yeah, my blog is withoutmyhalo.com.
Withoutmyhalo.com.
Yes.
Okay. So you, when you become a lawyer, do you see yourself actually doing it full time, or do you want to do just consultancy? be involved more in the business side of it?
I think I want to eventually have my own law firm, run it the way I want it, you know. I don't think I'm gonna become a trial attorney. That's not my passion. I think I'm more of a pre-lit attorney. I want things finished before they go to court. And so I don't think like you'll see me like, you know, like Camila doing defending Johnny Depp,
right?
you know. That's not the type of attorney I want. I want to be more able to help people who can't pay a lot of money. So I get that a lot already. Like I get people who come to me asking for advice, which legally I cannot. I cannot give legal advice. I have to like go to an attorney, make sure that what I'm saying is correct.
Right.
And so that's why the goal is still to become an attorney. I want to be able to share this knowledge
Right.
without any, you know, issues as to whether I'm doing it right or wrong, because I've been in the field for 11 years now.
Yeah.
So I have seen so many cases, different situations, that most of the time I know exactly what they're going through and what to do.
So you want to have your own law firm, and then what do you want to do specifically on the marketing side of it?
I want to be the person who deals with all of our, you know, social media, our content, with our blog and all that stuff.
Okay.
I still want to be doing a lot of public relations, be the one networking and talking to other attorneys, finding clients for the firm.
Okay. Do you want to do marketing for other companies or for other brands or for other?
I don't know. It's a scary. I do want it, but I don't know if I am already very qualified to do it. It's like I said, I just started this position a year ago, and I'm still.
But if
learning.
you're allowed to dream, which you are.
Of course, yes. You know what? My husband is telling me that sometimes my dreams scare him because I dream big. You know, it's free.
Okay.
So I have so
So
many
give us
dreams.
one big, huge, gigantic dream that you have.
What?
Aside from the
First,
law firm.
well, I want to be a novelist. I want to have a law firm. I want to do a show, you know, and I want to do a lot of public relations for different brands. And I want to have a yacht. See, that's what I see.
Okay, I'm
It's a little
interested
bit-
in the
yes,
last one. You do what you do right now in the law firm, not because it pays the bill, but because this is what you actually want to do.
Yes, I do actually want to do this. Yeah.
Okay. And you don't find it frustrating that you can't pursue other things while you're doing